Good morning, gamers. So, this should be the last video that's like this, that we'll go back to our normal format of with all the signs and the openings and the music. At least I got to get the music back, because a buddy of mine wrote that and it's freaking awesome. So, today's video, our adventurers continue through the world of Barovia and the Curse of Strahd. That's right, I am the AMDM Lee. I currently have no coffee, haven't had any yet, hell of a headache, it's really bugging me, but you're watching BridgeWater Knights. So, a couple of things to talk about. One, our party has just finished. The last session was them finishing clearing out the Wizard of Winery. So at that point, the Davian, the elder of the winery, has given them told them, hey, you can stay here for the night to rest and recuperate. So they do. In the process, they learn a little bit more about Strahd and a little bit more about what's going on, about the whole scenario. And they also find out about the gems. Spoiler alert, that keep the winery open. And they know that one of the gems is now possibly at the druid circle at, I want to say it was Yesterhill. So that's where they proceed to. Now, mind you, the party is currently 2 members short. 2 of my players, who both said they were going to be there, did not show up. But I've got a 9th level, I've got an 8th level, and I have a 7th level character in the party. They go out to the place. They sneak up. The bard disguises himself to look like one of the druids that they defeated at the winery. He goes running up. Strahd's there. They were joking about him trying to make himself look like Strahd. I knew Strahd was there. That was what was funny. So he goes running up, but he's not looking like Strahd. He's looking like one of the druids. He goes running up, and I described Strahd to him, and he's like, "Oh, fuck!" And Strahd looks at him, casts charm on him. That's his hypnotic gaze. Looks at him, and goes, "Invite your friends to dinner." And then about that point, Clay is able to show up there and produces the amulet, the Ravenkind amulet. And hits Strahd with some damage. Strahd takes his leave. If Strahd was in that fight, I would have killed the party. There was already too much there. And I didn't pull anything. The full party wasn't there, but I did not pull anything from what I had planned. So they go in there. About that time is when the ritual was disrupted or ended. So they had the 6 druids to deal with and the tree blight. I did stage it out. So now they're fighting those. And then I said, all right, after a couple of rounds, I had the berserkers come up. And then a couple of rounds, I had the twig blights and the vine blights and the needle blights all come up. The warlock of magic summons a fire elemental to go after the tree. I beat the shit out of the fighter and the bard. Both, they get knocked around pretty good. In the end, no one dies. Some people come really close though. They find the axe in the tree. They find the gem in the statue. And while the berserkers were coming up, Clay was, all right, I want to check, are any of these guys undead? And I looked through there and I saw that there's this one spirit Caven, the Blood Hunter, or whatever the guy's name was, the one magic item. And I said, you know what? I think spirits are classified as a form of undead. Couldn't remember off the top of my head, so I was like, yes, you do find one. And it's off to the side. It's not near the others. These berserkers, they're not giving you the undead. Yeah, they crawled out of graves, but they're not giving you the undead vibe. So after they defeated everything, my son, well, I was trying to decide who gets the blood spear. My son brought up a good point. He goes, look, I've got a great weapon. His cloak, the bard was like, look, I've got this cloak, but it doesn't do plus damage. It does magic. It classifies as magic, but it doesn't do like a +1. And he has a +1 sword, but it doesn't do any. And that's it. That's all he's got. He hasn't gotten a lot of stuff. I was like, okay, he's the one that's going to get the spear. So, I had the Caven whisper to him. And so they argue for a minute about if they should go to this undead creature. They go to it. Eventually he goes into it. He gets the spear. So they now have the spear, the axe, and the gem. That's where they called it for the night. Just to see what they're going to do. But it was real close. Clay got the snot beat out of it. I crit on Clay a couple of times. And it was looking bad. It was looking like somebody else was going to get to use Clarence for a while. I will say that I told my wife, who's playing Clay, that if Clay dies, I would allow her to play. I would have the mimic armor become awakened, and she could play the awakened mimic armor and start off with class, and pick a class and go with it. So that would be one of the strangest. I would have to admit that would be one of the strangest characters I had ever allowed in a game, but it would be fun. All right, guys. That's all I'm going to do for right now. I am almost home. And then I got to get some coffee. Man, I need some coffee. So that's all I got for now. Remember, okay. Now, on another note, this is going to where it gets long. You've probably already stopped watching by now. If you got TikTok, I'm on TikTok as well. At the AMDM. I'm trying to connect my TikTok account to this one, but I'm having some issues. I don't know if it's my phone or the programs are just not wanting to talk to each other. I just updated it to see if it will work. And I would love for my TikTokers followers to come over here and see more content. But if you want to see less content with me, go to TikTok. That's all I got for now. So if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. That's all I've got. So go forth and roll some dice.